Hello everyone. Welcome to the first part of API development for beginners. So, what is this API? Have you ever used your phone or have you ever used any application like WhatsApp, Instagram, Facebook? If you have used, then you are already using these APIs. But still, what is this API? So this API word sound bit technical and it used a lot into the information technology field. But let me tell you, this API is very basic, it is very core. I will explain you everything about the API by the examples. So let's see. You have your gaming application on your phone and you have achieved a high score. So what your game will ask that do you want to share your score over the Facebook or over the Instagram or over the LinkedIn? But if you see your gaming application and these Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, these all are different application. How your gaming application is able to send the data to these application? How? So the only answer to this how is API. Let me give you bit more practical example. So this is me and I want to eat something. So what my basic approach will be? Going to the restaurant. So after going to the restaurant, what I will do? Will I go inside the kitchen or start preparing my meal directly without saying any single word to anyone? What will be the result? It will be disastrous. So, what will be our basic approach? So, this is me. Again, I want to eat something and I'm going to the restaurant. So, between the restaurant and me, there is this one waiter. So, what I will do is I will request the waiter that I want to eat something, and let's say I want to eat sandwich, and this waiter will take my request to the restaurant. Again, the restaurant will validate the request made by me that I want to eat sandwich. If the request of this sandwich is validated by the restaurant, it means if the restaurant is serving the sandwich, then it will send the response back by the waiter. Or even if the restaurant is not serving the sandwich, still the restaurant will send the response through the waiter to me. So in this case, there are only two responses, yes or no. Yes if order is valid, no if order is invalid. See, it's a very basic approach. So where this API comes into this picture or into this practical approach. So this is me and this is the restaurant and this is the waiter. So the picture of me is the application one. Let's say it is your gaming app and this restaurant is your application two. Let's say it's Instagram. And this waiter, it is the API. This waiter is the one who was responsible to take information from me to the restaurant, or waiter was the responsible to take information from restaurant to me. It means app 1 to app 2, app 2 to app 1. So what this API do is, API will transfer the request of application 1 to application 2. API will transfer the response of application 2 to application 1. It is the vice versa approach. Even if application 2 do the request, then application 1 will provide the response. It's simply like I'm asking you something and you giving me the reward. I'm requesting you something and you giving me the response. It is the basic approach, and this approach is only used in the API. So this API is completely about request and response. So now let's come to its more technical definition. This in this API, the A stands for application. These applications are nothing but your mobile application, your system software, or your web application. Web application like Google or Make My Trip, any kind of application which you are using over the web. This P stands for programming. It is a set of instruction or rule created by developer for the application. Just leave this part P here and we will discuss this later into our next lecture. And I stand for interface. Interface is nothing but the medium which is responsible for the taking data or giving data. It is a connection between the different application. So it is the technical definition of API, application programming interface. So if I come to the final conclusion of this API is the carrier of information between user and application and application and application. So this application and application means, just see an example. If you go to Google and if you search for a flight like from Delhi to Mumbai, so when you search for a flight from Delhi to Mumbai, then in that search section you will see like different apps providing different prices for a flight. So it means Google was able to fetch data from other applications as well. So Google is one application and that flight booking application is different application, but still Google was able to take data from that application and show it to you without going inside of it. So this app, because of API only, it was possible. So when I do the login into Facebook or YouTube, it means I am providing my data to the application. It means user and application. And if Google is taking data from somewhere or Google is sending data to some other application, it means app to app. So this is the big picture of API. And in the next lecture, we will go more in depth about the API, like what are the type of requests, what are the type of responses. So stay with me, comment and subscribe and let me know if you like the video.